Live. Welcome to another episode of Foreign and Domestic. It is good to see everyone out there in side chat. Tonight, Alan is not with us. He has something he's got to take care of, so unfortunately, he won't be here. But Jamie has kindly jumped in and stepped in and is going to help co-host with us. So I appreciate that very much, brother. How you doing?
I'm doing great, man. Thanks for having me. And Alan, we miss you, brother. Thanks for the link, and thanks to Phil M. Rivers and Kingpin joining us tonight as well. And we've already got a side chat that is off the charts.
Yep, blowing up real fast.
Yes, sir.
Talking to the side chat, you want to run through a little bit?
We'll run through who we can. We got Kingpin on the panel. Swinger 70, just in time prepping. Hey, Will. Gun loving grandpa, the gun snob, Jet 01. Broke loader. Hey, brother. Rich White, Jesse B Outdoors. Thanks for being with us Friday night. Seven Wonders. Jet 01, I done called him. Phil M. Rivers on the panel. And going back for a while, Broke Loader, Rich White. There's Rich White. Midas Welby. And that's all I can see different for right now. So I don't have the really cool tools that Alan has. I just have to scan back and see what we can find. But I hope everybody's had a good week. Thanks for joining us, everybody.
Yeah, absolutely. Looks like we got some good people out there. We got Bad Jack JW. I haven't seen him for a while. It's good to see him out there. Appreciate you showing up, man.
And Warsaw Patriot. I will check out that video, brother.
All right, let's. So, Phil, how you doing, brother? It's been a while since we've seen you.
I am well, thank you. Thanks for having me on. Yeah, it's been a while since I've actually been with doing a lot with YouTube, but I've been busy. Weekends have been busy, so just glad to be here. Glad to get a chance to say hi.
Awesome, man. Yeah, it's any good things going on? Any good projects or anything you've had happen?
Nothing for YouTube. I've been busy. Got some certifications done for the state, and I got to shoot a little bit today because of that. So I did well. Got 142 out of 150 possible for shooting with the CZP07. So it treated me well.
That's awesome, man. Gotta love that PO7.
Oh yeah.
Kingpin, how you doing, man?
Usually I'm doing pretty good, and today's a little bit different because I'm actually doing extremely good. I was able to meet up with my FFL finally and get the complete lower from Milcert Mike to complete my It's All About Jack AR pistol. So thank you to you, Scotsman. Thank you to Milcert Mike and each and every one involved through their donations, through their prayers, through their thumbs up, and spreading the word around because we know it's all about Jack. So really, really fantastic today. It shot like a dream and left the casings. You could have put a dinner plate down, and where I was standing, every one of the casings would have landed on the dinner plate. That's how tight it was. It was so nice.
That's awesome. You have that there you can show?
Yeah. Let me mute up and I'll get my camera turned around so I can, and I'll be right with you.
Cool.
All right, I'm jealous, man. Congrats, brother.
Let's just remember, guys, none of this would have been possible without both Coda Boy 32 helping out a little bit there and getting you with the right person, but also Bear Creek Arsenal. Bear Creek Arsenal stepped up to the plate big time.
Here is the front with the flash hider and the free floating handguard and the Picatinny rail that goes all the way down. I might make a little bit of noise here, sliding my thing around. Then we got the Palmetto State complete multi-caliber lower with everything involved. The trigger guard from Magpul. StreamYard's cameras are backwards, so it's kind of weird. The Magpul pistol grip, and then the Magpul blade for the end. And the trigger on this, I don't know which trigger group he put down in there, but it is smooth and it's really, really short reset. I mean, it's beautiful. Absolutely.
Does
Very
look sweet.
cool.
And what caliber would that be?
This is 5.56.
Okay. I gotta say, man, I just love the way Kingpin does a gun review. You guys that hadn't seen his reviews, y'all should go check him out. He misses absolutely nothing.
No, he does a really good job. I like how he describes everything too.
Yeah.
Thank you, guys. I appreciate that a lot.
So how long was that barrel?
Oh, what's the 10.5 inch, right, Scotsman?
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah, 10.5.
Yeah.
That's handy dandy. That'd be good to throw in the trunk.
Yeah, I've never messed with the short ARs like that, so yeah, interesting to shoot one. I only had to really mess with them when I was at the range, like clearing them and stuff for people, but I've never actually shot one of the smaller barrel ones. I do have an interesting project coming up, though. I don't know if you guys have any interesting projects or anything, but I actually got an ammo score the other day. Happened to be going through Walmart and I was looking for some other things and walked over to the gun department as I always do and check, see what's over there, if there's any clearance or not. And I scored 6.5 Creedmoor ammo for $17. But I was looking to see what else they had, and actually I got 7 boxes of 243 for $11 a pop.
That's pretty good, man.
So what I think I'm gonna do is build an AR in 243.
That would require a 10, right? AR-10.
Yep. AR-10, yep.
Yeah, that would be sexy.
I might have something that I can help you out with. Let's talk after the show.
All right.
Speaking of new projects, let's back up and talk about your previous project. Is that one complete?
I still need the muzzle brake. That's all I'm waiting on is the muzzle brake. That's it.
Well, I'm anxiously awaiting an unveiling for this thing. I know it's been a long time coming.
What I might do is pick up an interim muzzle brake until the one I want actually shows up. So, because I'm eager to get up and shoot it and make sure it functions right as well. Yeah. I'm dying to shoot that thing.
Yeah, and I was noticing on the side chat, as soon as he said 10.5 inch, and we were talking about we hadn't shot anything with a short barrel like that, but 3 guys are like, I got a 10.5 inch AR. Rich White, Jesse B, Jet. Yeah. But all you guys know that I'm way behind the times. I like wheel guns and lever guns, so there you go.
I love them too, man. That's what I really love. But I don't know. I built that 6.5 and I got the bug.
I know, man. I built an AR. Matter of fact, I think I built 3 ARs, but I only kept one. The other 2 were for friends of mine that didn't have the stuff to build them, so I just put them together for them.
I got parts for another one for 6.5 Grendel. Lower should be here this week, and I'll be able to put that together. That one I got everything. muzzle brakes, all ready to go. So the only thing I don't have for that's a scope. So I just got to order a scope for it. Mess around with it. I got to stop all the early morning shopping when I get off work. I keep finding all these deals. I keep getting emails from like Aero Precision, Lamb on sale and this on clearance and all this other stuff. Yeah. Before you know it, your cart's full of stuff. Your credit card is gone.
Yeah. I resemble that remark. Rich White said he likes wheel guns and lever guns, and he has a Pro Series 627. I bet that's a sweetie.
Yeah, I bet it is. I still got to go up and shoot that 27 too. Got to do that sometime soon.
I shot the what's the Ruger one called? The Rough Rider, is that it? The revolver? Man, I can't think. No, the Blackhawk, the Ruger Blackhawk. I shot one of those today for the first time. A friend of mine got it with a 9mm chamber and a 357 cylinder, not chamber. And I shot the 9mm out of it today, and it was like shooting a cap gun. I mean, there was zero recoil. My first shot went dead center of the bullseye. I mean, it was perfectly center of the bullseye.
Nice.
There's
That's
Mr.
awesome.
Midas Welby. Welcome, my brother.
What's going on, guys? Mic check.
Hey, Midas.
Good to see you, brother. How's things going out there?
Things are going pretty good. Having good luck, I guess. I don't know, but yeah, got a job, got a place to live, got a new bike, a new used bike. Yeah, got a couple new guns. What else do you want from me?
First, let's hear about the bike.
It's a Yamaha Dual Sport, on off-road. It's a 450, so 4-stroke. So got it used, but put out a video a little while on my first ride with it. It was fun as hell, and there's nothing but places to ride around here. You can ride on state land, and as long as you have like a headlight, blinkers, a tail light, and a license plate, you can ride whatever you want on the street. So there's like dirt bikes on the street, 4-wheelers, side by side, like Polaris. It's pretty freaking sweet. Yeah, and there's trails. In the video it shows there's like dirt trails that go along a lot of the county roads. So I just haul ass down the dirt trail, and it's like I'm riding on a track. It's all going up and down, bumps and whoops and stuff. No big jumps, but it's fun as hell. And then you guys were just talking about the 10.5. That's something I put together once I moved up here. It's PSA. I bought them separately, but it's the upper and lower. The lower is the PSA multi-caliber or multi whatever. So you can build it to what you want. But since I put a 10.5 on it with a free floater and a can, it's considered a pistol. Got the old brace. Got some M-Bus backup sights. Got the Sig Sauer Romeo 5 with the Shake Awake. It's pretty freaking sweet. I have not shot it yet though, so I'm kind of slacking. But it's not like my old place where I could shoot in my backyard. I'm still I'm out in the country, and there's freaking horses like right over there. But I'm renting, so I don't want to piss off any neighbors or, push any limits by shooting on the property. I probably could. The landlord is super cool. He'd probably let me, but I don't want to be the only guy shooting because I live on a private road, so it's a little bit different. Be nice to all my neighbors. So because I tend to be loud once in a while.
There, you're all kitted up.
Oh yeah. But I do have a range about 4 miles away. It's an outdoor range, and some of the younger dudes that I work with go out shooting in the mountains, and they're going to show me where they go. And it's up on state land, unregulated. People just go up there and blow shit up. So, and it's got a good view. So I'm hoping to find out where that is so I can go up there. He said it was about a half hour, 45 minutes away from me. So that's not too bad. You know, if I want to go to range, a couple minutes. If I want to go to the woods, 45 minutes. I can deal with that.
Yeah,
But
that's not bad at all.
I've been blabbing. But the one thing everyone's always joking is like, oh, the snow, the snow. If I can handle the winter, this place might be like the place for me. So I'm gonna see next 6 months go through the winter time, and then try to buy another house with land
So where are you?
up in northwest Montana, in like the Flathead Valley, near Glacier National Park. Canada's probably 45, 50 minutes away. But I live near, like, there's a river right down the road, probably just about a mile. I walked my dogs down there the other day, and we went swimming in the river. But that's the other thing, dudes. The water up here is coming straight out of the mountains, like straight out of the glacier. So, like, I'm at the beginning of the water supply, and the water it's freaking crystal clear. People drink that shit. It's just awesome. It's crazy. I've never seen river water like look so good. It's crazy to see, but it's coming right out of like the source. So, but yeah, lakes and rivers, mountains, woods. Oh my. What's up, crazy old guy?
Hey, how you doing? Is this thing on? Can you hear me?
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
good, Danny.
We can hear you.
Woo! That's all the energy I got left. I've been out camping, then had to get home today because I had a young guy coming over, carpenter come over. Got a couple new doors put on. Had to get that there before it got dark, and all the bugs and everything wanted to fly in the house. It would not be good. So Midas, you don't know if you're going to survive the winter yet or not?
I think I will.
Hey,
I
you
think
got
I
a
will.
couple.
It's just I want to find out if it's tolerable.
Oh, it's going to be real cold. And the snow's going to be 7 foot high.
Yep. That's
So
what I hear.
get a
That's what I hear.
snowmobile. Get a snowmobile.
I've never ridden a snowmobile. That's like the one moto thing I haven't ridden. So this will be a great reason. If there's a shitload of snow up here, I won't be able to ride the bike in it, but my landlord has a snowmobile, so I'll ask him if I can drive it, see what it's all about. But everyone that has one says they're fun. So sounds like something I'd be into.
Now, there's two things you need to survive Wyoming, right?
Montana.
Oh, Montana, that's right. The survive at Northwest Montana is a snowmobile and a girlfriend that's got lots of layers.
I don't have the second part. So.
Yeah, we can tell.
He still has all
that's
his
the
money.
never-ending challenge.
So have you tapped into that water yet? Are you working a way out to tap into that?
Into
you get
the
that
water?
crystal clear water for yourself?
Oh yeah. I can walk right down there and grab it, but it's I did just buy a Life Straw today when I was getting a new pair of work shoes, so I'll always have crystal clear water with my Life Straw when I bug out, when shit hits the fan. Zombie apocalypse, 2012.
Well, if you're got to use it in the wintertime, keep it in your pocket. Keep it in your pocket after you use it. That way, the inside doesn't freeze and bust it.
Yeah, good point. No, I didn't have one, so I was like, add that to the get home bag. Yeah, it's always good to have that.
Hi, Scotsman.
What's up, buddy?
I just got home and then had to hang a couple of doors. So just got done with all that there.
Good
So,
deal. Didn't
I'm
hurt your
late.
back, did you?
No, I had a young guy and his good friend helping him out. So I got all that done.
I got a work call.
So I saw Big Al, and there's the Texas Outlaw Michael Sines. Let me go back through. There's a few folks that have joined us. Of course, there's Warsaw, Big Al. Fuzzy is here now. Edward Petty. JCB Outdoors, Phil M. Rivers. Seven Wonders is still here. The Texas Outlaw Michael Sines, Scott F.
There's Viborg.
I missed V. Borg. Vanessa Kitty. Hey, Miss Vanessa. BEM Freedom, Just in Time Prepping. Rich White. Kingpin again, Seven Wonders. Walter Davis. Jet 001. And that'll do for now. Big Al says 40 is watching, and apparently we've got a debate going on a little bit about Smith & Wesson versus Ruger revolvers.
Well, there's no debate. It's Smith & Wesson.
Yeah, Smith & Wesson, especially the old ones, Smith & Wessons.
That actually, I would question, because I don't know a whole lot about revolvers, especially the older ones. When you say especially the older ones, does that mean including the new revolvers from Smith & Wesson and from Ruger, or does that just mean comparing the old to the old? Like, what do you mean by that?
I just know that the Smith & Wessons that I've had on the revolver side have 3 digits, and they're tack drivers. I've got one Ruger, and as Scotsman can attest, they do have good customer service.
Yep.
He's seen what happened to my Ruger one day in my hand, and we didn't get it on film.
Yep. Camera is pointing down range, but if it was pointing at Daniel, it would have been an interesting one for sure.
Yeah, it was a 44 Magnum. After the shot, the cylinder and everything just fell apart out of the gun, and I still had all my fingers.
Wow.
Yep.
What
It
happened to
literally
Midas?
fell on. It didn't like fly out. It just literally just plopped out.
Yeah, it just fell. I just had my hand up here, went like this, and it just all just fell down on the ground. And we're going, did we get that on camera?
What model was it?
It's a Super Blackhawk.
I'm really interested in a Black Hawk. I don't really know why, but I really want a Black Hawk.
The one I shot today was really nice. Now, granted, it was only 9mm, but still, it was really nice.
Yeah, that Black Hawk there, I've had it for a lot of years. So it's an older Ruger. And that was the first revolver my wife shot, and she weighed about $1.05 then. And she's out there running. She went through 49 bullets out of 50 rounds of 44 mag. I mean, just zap, zap, zap. Well, hi, Jamie. Hi, Phil. I didn't say hi to you guys yet.
What's up, my brother?
Not much. I was going to ask Midas if this is the life straw that he got, but he kind of like disappeared.
Yeah, you got a work call.
Yeah, because me just getting back from camping, I still got my get home bag here. It's like got my life straw, got my bug juice, got my carry gun, first aid.
Have you put the life straw to any kind of test yet? Have you tried it out with river water, pond water, or anything like that?
No, I keep it. They work really good. They got the solid rep, and this one can hook up. This one hooks up to my bladder. I mean, a bladder is in what you store water in, not the other one. But yeah, they work. I'm very comfortable with working. Just hooking this up to whatever I got to hook up with it on the run. But where I'm at, we got so many natural springs. There's no reason to open it up unless I got to suck it out of a mud puddle. Here's Midas. Is this the one you got, or did you get the one that looks like a big pen?
The one that it was $20. One that looks like a big white pen, white and blue. Probably the basic one, basic model. Sorry about that. I got a phone call from my boss, so I had to answer that.
Oh, you're good, man. You gotta work, so.
Yep.
Midas, I've always been kind of afraid to go to Montana or South Dakota. I'm afraid one hunting season up there with those big old elk and deer, I probably wouldn't come back to Georgia.
Dude, I've heard some stories already because most of the guys at the job are into hunting. Everyone's into anything outside, camping, boating, hunting, shooting, biking, everything. Anyway, yeah, one of them's an elk hunter, and he's so stoked because it's coming up. Deer season has to be like shooting fish in a barrel because the deer are everywhere. There's probably a deer out in the driveway right now, but there's like deer on the road, deer on my driveway, deer on the job site, and I taped a couple of them. I might put it up on YouTube, but you can get I walked up like maybe 7 feet from one. Just like stood there and it was just like looking at me. It's like they just don't care. There's so many of them, and there's not a lot of people. It's kind of a small area. There's only one real highway, and it's kind of like a bypass. But there's like 4 or 5 small towns together with a bunch of lakes around it. So it's pretty cool. I dig it.
Awesome, man.
Beautiful scenery.
Out for you.
Thanks. Yep, big change, and also I went from being self-employed for like 20 years to working for somebody, but they made me a foreman the second day on the job, so I was like, sweet. So I still have a little bit of control.
There you go.
Talent's hard to cover up, brother.
Yeah, that experience and just knowing how to work, responsibility.
Yeah,
I know this sounds crazy coming from me.
So how your dog's getting to like it up there?
They dig it. They dig it. One of the super cool things about my freaking landlord, besides being a super cool dude, is they like dogs too. They have like 5 dogs of their own, and I told them that my dogs were real important. It was real hard for me to find a place, and they're like, "Oh no, that's fine. We're dog people too." I'm like, "So my dogs can come inside?" They're like, "Hell yeah!" I was like, "Awesome!" And dude's like, "If you help me out, I'll pick up the supplies and we'll build you. We'll fence in a corner of the yard so your dogs can have their own place and you can take them off the leash." I was like, "Dude, that is awesome." Next day, he showed up in the morning with a spool of wire fence and a bunch of posts. I drove all the posts in, and my dog's got a place to chill out. I was like, "Man, who does that?" He's a super cool dude. But yeah, stoked about that.
We haven't had a good AK video in a while.
I haven't. There will be a time.
I'm sure Red's probably having them withdrawals.
Right. Yeah. It sucks, man, because before I could just shoot whenever I wanted to, right out the back door. But
yeah.
Now I'm like most of y'all guys where you got to go somewhere. So I can't complain. I had it good for a while.
See, Daniel can just look over his back porch and shoot tail.
Yep.
I just got to drive an hour and a bit to get there to do it. It's worth the drive, though. Well worth the drive.
I'm told the range down the road has a 1,000-yard target. I was like, man, that would be a viral video if I could hit that shit with the AK. I'd have to jack the rear sight like way up and like hold it like 45 degrees like a mortar to get those fucking bullets that far out. But that'd be awesome. I'd definitely waste a box of ammo trying to do that.
Yeah, good luck with that, brother.
Yeah, man.
Have you seen how far 1,000 yards actually is?
I don't think I can see that far.
Little Kentucky windage.
It's awesome, man. We went to Tennessee and did zero and shot 1,000 yards. That's badass.
Damn.
You hear that steel at 1,000 yards? That's very cool.
Yeah, the hang time on that has to be pretty cool too.
It's
Yeah,
about,
it's
shot
not as long as you
contact.
think it would be.
it's about
Oh,
a
yeah?
second and a half.
Wow.
Yeah, it's pretty quick.
Yeah. No shit.
And that target system they had was absolutely awesome.
Yeah, I don't know if you saw any videos on that, Midas, but they got a target system out there that you pull it up on the iPad and it shows you the impact right on the iPad.
Oh, nice.
And it tells you all the ballistics and everything you need to know on it. It tells you your group size and everything.
That's high tech.
The
Yeah.
angle the bullet came in, the velocity it was when it hit. I'm talking about, man, you don't even have to go down there and put up any targets, nor retrieve them. It's all right there on an iPad. Now, if you can figure a way to record those shots, man, which ought to be fairly easy, wouldn't you think, Scotsman?
Yeah. Yeah, it wouldn't be too hard to do.
So
You'd be able to
So
do
is there a
screenshot.
camera? Is there a camera at the target area? How do they do that? How do they get the visual?
It's built into the system. I'm not sure exactly where they have the camera in correspondence to the targets, but it can't be too far away.
Huh.
I don't
that's
think
crazy.
it's a camera. I think it's a sensor on the target, on the actual target itself. And it creates in the program a picture of where those, and it tells you how far the impacts are apart. It can even tell if, say, like me and Scotsman are sitting side by side shooting at 1,000 yards. It'll tell me if he shoots my target, or it'll tell him if I shot his target,
Huh.
going by the angle that it came in.
Yeah, it's funny because
Crazy.
Kyle was down. What was Kyle? Kyle was on Bay 2 or Bay 3, and someone in like Bay 6 shot his target on Bay 2. I heard the guy say that someone else shot his target, and it was like, guys over there. How do you even do that?
I'm surprised that the military let that technology out already, because that's what they were. When the convoys in Iraq and Afghanistan, they were using this earlier model of that. When they had got attacked by a sniper, it would print up right inside the the hump, whatever they were driving, and say this is where the direction, how many the yardage it is, and all that. All they had to do is just forward that to the artillery, or they just mortar them themselves.
Yeah, they use that technology in Baltimore City for different purposes, obviously.
Right.
Yeah, it was really cool to see. You just, I mean, there was literally no lag time on that shot whatsoever. It's from the shot to the target on the iPad. No lag time whatsoever.
It comes back to the iPad faster than the bullet got to the target from your muzzle. And Gordon Stevenson, that's pretty high tech, brother. Our buddy Eagle Eye Shooting is working on a camera system, and he just built it out of bits and pieces that he ordered off of Amazon, and it's really cool. So yeah, you're talking about basically the same thing he has, but he has a little monitor, you know, or iPad or something like that to just calls in the types in the IP address and watches the bullets hit.
Yeah. Yeah. He said the guy at the Dead Zero said it was like what $3,500 a piece.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's
And
not a cheap system, but really cool.
and that's what part of why it costs $24 an hour to shoot at that range.
Yeah. But they do an awesome job down there. Absolutely awesome job.
And they're not done. It's just going to get better and better.
That sounds pretty cool. Hey, I like this StreamYard thing. It's got a duck up there in the corner. I like ducks.
I don't
just
see a
duck.
duck. And I'm wondering about that. What's going on, Scotsman?
What's that?
Did you get the trial?
Yeah, they gave me a free trial. I'm not doing the upgrade. So you can upgrade and do a paid version, but from what I was looking at, and I talked to Jamie about a little bit earlier, but the paid version really doesn't gain you a whole lot. It gains you access to Restream IO, which means you can stream across different platforms. But I Googled Restream IO and it's already free, so I'm not gaining anything by paying for it here. So yeah, way to try and finagle something in there that it's already free. Great job. And then we can do our own banners and brand, and that's it. Really, that's all you get for $200+ a year.
$200 to stream?
I'll pass. I'll stick with a free version.
How long do you get to keep the free version?
It's free. They don't have any plans on changing it right now. So
Yeah, I'm sure they will.
Yeah, they'll wait till everybody gets hooked and starts using it, and then see there's a good revenue.
yeah, they need to do some upgrade stuff though, like add more people and stuff like that. So
Like that would be cool if you could get 3 more people in, then it'd be like the Brady Bunch.
yeah,
And like one dude in the middle, and like
yeah, that'd be pretty cool. That's one of the complaints I have. You can't have too many people on, so you got people waiting and stuff like that.
Right. Not like the old days. YouTube.
Oh, Gordon.
Speaking of live streaming, if many of you probably know Night Strike, the guy who runs guntube.org and does hit or miss on Tuesday nights at 9 o'clock. He is actually developing a live streaming app, which is pretty similar to what Hangouts used to be. In my opinion, I think it's a little bit better than StreamYard. And he's got an Indiegogo campaign going on right now to raise funds to get new servers. And if he doesn't hit his goal, he's still gonna, hook up the live stream anyway. But if he does hit his goal, you should be able to have up to 15 people in your chat, and you can shuffle around like the screen, like the people are looking at now, and have different types of configurations on your screens and names and all that kind of cool stuff. And you'll be able to stream directly to YouTube. It'll go through the GunTube servers, which will help his platform grow. But you'll be able to do just like anything else, StreamYard or Hangouts or whatever, and stream right to YouTube as well. So if you're interested, you can go to guntube.org or just GunTube here on YouTube, maybe even easier, and you can see. Or if you go to my channel, I did a video when it was titled Live Streaming GunTube, and I show pretty much, what it's about and all that kind of stuff. it's definitely an option, and it's for gun people, by gun people, for reloaders, by reloaders. So this is something that is meant for us to use. And his goal is to keep it free for at least the first year, maybe 2 years, and then see what happens there. He may add a membership cost or something like that in order to keep growing. But go check that stuff out, and it's definitely a different option than StreamYard and Discord and all that. And thanks, Scotsman, for letting me say that.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Yeah. The one thing that I will note on that, and I talked to him a little bit about it, you do have to kind of bounce it through another platform like OBS or something like that. So, for me, that's why I haven't used it, because I have problems with OBS on the computer. I don't know if it will change when I get another computer, but this computer, I have problems with OBS.
Interesting.
Yeah, CB, it's good to have power, brother. Last week I was out of power for like 32 hours.
Oh,
So,
man.
yeah. Yeah, there was a storm about 6 o'clock in the morning, and didn't last long, but killed the power. Took down a bunch of trees in the area and killed the power for about 32 hours.
I went through that like 3 weeks ago. Big old thunderstorm, bunch of rain, lightning, took down a tree in the between my little house thing and the landlord, took out a fence.
Yeah, they said the winds were like 85 miles an hour.
Holy crap, that's a lot.
Yeah, and it wasn't here long. It was maybe 15, 20 minutes tops. It was quick. Kind of like Joey Cuz, it's quick.
Is that from personal experience?
No, that was Eric telling me. Ebony and him just, I don't know, they got something going on. It's got to be careful.
Oh, don't get salty now. You're probably just jealous you're not included.
Midas. I mean, I haven't been to those events, but I know you have.
No, I haven't.
There's video, pallets and all, fire.
Oh, you talk about Farmageddon, not
Yeah.
not the little party they have. But yeah,
Yeah.
Scotsman's been to Farmageddon.
Gotta love the farm, man.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Hopefully this coming year we'll be able to do it again. I know this year he wasn't able to, just with the house moving stuff, but hopefully next year we'll be able to get down to the farm again. And if not, then I may just take a trip anyway myself and go down there and hang out for a little while.
Might have to bum rush Rich on his new property.
Yeah, that too. But that's the one thing. That's the one nice thing about being a farmer. We have access to it if we need to. He lets us go down. So say the word. Hey, want to come down for a little bit? That's the cool thing. So it's good to be a farmer.
Always. Yeah, Midas, you just be patient, brother. Your landlord will start letting you shoot here before too long.
Yeah. Well, it'll be cool.
And Scotsman, I'm interested to see this 6.5 Grendel thing. I know Big Al got one, and my buddy Mooser has a whole set of reloading videos for 6.5 Grendel. Hadn't seen him. He kind of dropped off the face of the earth, so I got to
Yeah, he started out real good and taken off, and then just disappeared. I don't know what happened, but I need to try and reach out to him and see what's going on, see if he's all right.
Yeah, so
I'll hopefully have it done sometime next week. I don't know, because like I said, I'm still working, haven't had a day off yet, so I don't have a day off until I head to Minnesota. So
Minnesota.
Minnesota. Head up to
That
Eric's.
looks like an interesting round to me. I think AR Precision said he wants a 6.5 Grundle upper.
Yeah, I did some. I was looking at different calibers to do, and I was gonna do a 224 Valkyrie, but then I was looking at the ballistics of it, and it's only really good out to like 400 yards. And looking at the 6.5 Grundle, it's good up to at least 800. So, get a little bit further out there.
Yeah. A Mooser said he would use it to take deer out to about 300 yards. So that's pretty good in my mind.
That's the one thing I don't have in my box of tricks is something long range. Everything I got is mid to short. Plus, I should make sure I could use it for hunting. So I can do that. I can't get a license for a couple months. They have like a restrict. You have to live here for so long before you can get a license because hunting is like so awesome around here. Crazy
6
game.
months.
Yeah, it's 6 or 8 months. I don't know. There wasn't anything for my fishing license. I already got that. They just had to see that I had like a local driver's license. So, and I've got that too. But yeah, the fishing's everywhere. It's all rivers and lakes, but there's tons of choices. It's pretty sweet.
Yeah, you got it made out there, man.
I'm stoked. The housing and the land is a little bit more expensive because there's not as much of it. A lot of it's boxed in with state land. You can do a lot of stuff on state land, but you can't buy it or build on it. But you can hunt, you can ride, you can hike, whatever. But it is a little bit more expensive. Like my old property in North Carolina, it was a 3-bedroom house. It was ranch, 2.14 acres. I bought it for 114, sold it for 160. Anything that has more than, or anything with 5 to 10 acres and a small house out here is like 200. So I don't know. That might be expensive to some people. It's expensive to me. I don't know if I can qualify for 200, but we'll see. Some people like that might be cheap. It all depends on, cost of living and where you live. But like I say, there's not a lot of people out here, but there's not a lot of land. So it's kind of like a tight market. You got to wait for the cool stuff to pop up.
Well,
If you want to stay in this area.
I tell you something I'm working on, Midas, is I'm working on getting my 270 out to 1,000 yards, using it for a long distance target rifle and a hunting rifle all at the same time.
Right on. Said 270?
270 Winchester. And of course, you can get the 270 Winchester Magnums, and if you into the belted Magnum cartridges, sure make 1,000 yards a lot easier. But for deer size game, you don't need nothing stronger than a 270.
Oh yeah, that's probably what I'd start with. But the sweet thing is, dude, like you wouldn't believe it, but the deer are twice as thick as the ones back in North Carolina. Like they make them look like little dogs. Like the deer out here are freaking huge.
Yeah.
They're just like hardy or something. Yeah.
Total different genetics.
Yep.
The farther north you get, the bigger everything gets as far as body size. I mean, the deer are twice as big, and you get your moose and elk and your women. They all are
Here's my latest project. Midas. I got some 270 rounds loaded up with Shooter's World 4350, and these
Yeah.
are Hornady interlock bullets. And well, we done been talking about guns. We kind of missed a chance to do a gun check, but I just happen to have this sitting here beside me, so I'll be shooting it in this rifle. This is a Seiko model AV, chambered in 270, and this gun was made back in the 80s. The only problem I have with it is it has a very proprietary scope mounting system. So to get a 20 MOA base is going to be like pulling teeth for this thing. That's what I'm working on now. And as long as we're talking about it, earlier we were talking about revolvers. So I happen to have this one sitting right here close by. This is the Smith & Wesson 586 that my channel is named after. 6-inch,
Yeah.
no dash. And I'll put it up against any Ruger and 357 Magnum all day, any day. So there.
Yeah, no, the old Smiths, man, you can't beat them. Just cannot beat them. Don't get me wrong, I like Ruger, but Smith & Wesson, just for me, the old ones win every day, hands down.
Well, it seems like to me, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, but it seems like with the GP 100s, maybe the Blackhawks, you know, you're really talking about two different things, though, with Ruger. You've got the Black Hawk and the Red Hawk. Red Hawk being the same gun, basically in a double action instead of a single action. And it seems like, you know, they're bigger, heavier guns than they really need to be. But Ruger does investment casting. They do theirs cast instead of forged, which at first it took me back, and I had to stop and really think, how can they do that? They do that better than anybody ever conceived of how to make a revolver invest casting like they do. But when you think about it, engine blocks are cast, you know, so, and they're very strong, they're very heavy, and Ruger's guns are top-notch stuff, man, but I'll take a Smith.
Yeah, yeah. They are built tough. You know, I've had them, I've shot them, I like them, but for me, there's just something sexy about an old Smith.
Now the new ones, I don't know. It seems like after about 1995 or somewhere around in there, maybe you know exactly when the quality started going down on the Smiths, but they're still good. They're just not built with that kind of love they had back in the 60s, 50s, 60s, and 70s.
Yeah, it was early 90s. You know, that transition from 89 to 91 in that area is kind of where they went downhill, and you know, they started skipping steps and eliminating steps and making them cheaper. And anytime you start making stuff cheaper, that's when you start having problems.
Yeah, so I mean, about the only gun maker I know of right now that is where all the like the Winchester and everything was back in '64 that's being made now is CZ, baby. They're hitting their peak.
Well, since you said that, I also have the 75 BD sitting right here. And it is safe. Go ahead, Phil.
It's the PO7, and it did me well today.
142 out of 150.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and yeah, yes, this is safety. It is cocked and locked.
Oh, there you go. Go ahead, Midas.
Well, this is this is the first time I get to join in on this CZ worship because I recently got me a P10C. My first CZ. Everyone's talking about them, so I'm like, meh. Let me check it out. But yeah, it's a really good size. The grip, the stippling, the weight of it is really awesome. This light adds a lot because it's heavy. But it feels really good. I'm a Glock guy, but this feels really good, and it's the size. I have a 17 Gen 4 and a 19 Gen 4, and this is like right between both of those with a different grip angle, but it still works. So yeah, I'm impressed. And the best part about this shit, man, it was like $365. There's no sales tax up here in Montana. And on sale, $365 for this with 2 mags. I was like,
Nice.
how can you not buy it? So I bought it. So yeah, that's I've got a CZ now. So
You
Mine,
were the
you'll like
last
this.
holdout.
yeah,
You'll like
I
this,
think
Mike.
I'm one of the
Razor
last.
decided to send me something. Razor JB sent me this.
Nice. Pop sent me one of those too. Heck yeah. I wear it though. You're not gonna wear that one.
No, see, I will wear it because it came from Razor.
All right.
He
Okay,
sent
go
it to me
put it
thinking
on.
I wouldn't. I told him I will.
Put it on.
Okay, Mr. Kingpin, do you have a firearm close by your side? I know you do.
Yeah, since we were talking about revolvers, I'll go with where's my camera at? I don't know where my camera's coming. There it is. I'll go with my 357 Taurus Tracker. And since we were talking about CZs, I'll go with my PO1 75. And both of them are totally safe, fully loaded and ready to go. And then real quick, just in case anybody new is in the chat, this is my 5.56 AR pistol that I won and the It's All About Jack giveaway. Sorry if I can't get it all on camera. Very cool. So thank you once again to Milsert Mike, Scotsman, Bear Creek Arsenal, everybody involved. Super great. Thank you guys.
Awesome, man. Very cool.
Congrats, Kingpin. So, what about it, Scotsman? What are you carrying tonight?
I got
A
the
Glock.
I got the Glock shirt. I got the Model 60 as always by my side, and I also have my I got my good old M9A3. Yes, it's loaded. Yes, it's safe. Because what's the point in having something not loaded? Makes no sense.
It's a paperweight.
What? Why does it not surprise me that Mario got a high point?
So, Daniel, do you have anything beside the one you showed earlier?
No, I just got my get home bag that I took camping with me, and that's what I had in it. I'm
Well,
outside here.
I've got one more just happened to be sitting by here, and it's the Smith & Wesson,
Oh man,
little short one.
I'm gonna have to do it too.
Oh, there he goes.
Oh no, Amby, no, not a Sky. Don't do it, dude.
This is the Shield in 40 caliber. That 40 caliber and that little bitty gun is a handful, man.
I was going to ask.
I love the Shield. I got the same one, the 40 in the carry size. I love it.
I love it. It's a handful of trouble.
All right. For my third piece of show and tell for the night, coming back strong. This is a little bit of a prepper gun. Most of you guys know what this is.
Oh yeah.
Sub 2K. And I know you're going to hate it, but it does take Glock mags. So yeah, I think this is a sweet backpack companion to the 19 and the 17. 3 mags, 3 guns, or 1 mag, 3 guns. So, hell yeah.
Don't you
These
have
things are
bear
pretty
up
sweet.
there where you're at?
Yeah,
You're gonna need a 40 at least.
I've got AK.
Like I said,
All right.
you won't need at least a 40.
No, I don't know if I'd want to tangle with a bear. I haven't seen one yet, but I know they got grizzly and black bear here, so I don't think I want to mess with either one.
Well,
But
you haven't seen him yet, but that's the one you got to worry about, the one you don't see.
well, no, the one you got to worry about is like when you see the cubs and don't see the mama. You best get out of there because she's probably hunting you.
Chances
So,
are she knows where you're at.
yeah,
Don't know where she's at.
exactly.
But yeah, MCK had one of those sub 2000s up at Dead Zero. And I mean, man, that he had some kind of little red dot on that thing. And I
Yeah,
was
it's real.
an 8-inch piece of steel at 60 yards with boring regularity. That
Oh yeah,
thing's fun, man.
it's real tricky because the way it folds up, the top is the part that hinges. So any optics that you have up there have to fold to the side or be angle mounted. So that's why I'm just going with the stock iron sights. But Dirt Road had one at Farmageddon like 2 or 3 years ago, and I shot it, and I was like, "Holy shit, this is pretty solid." Because they always looked really plasticky, like they'd be like aluminum and plastic, but it's a solid gun. Real metal, good polymer. It's real. It doesn't feel flimsy at all. Like I was worried. I've never had a folding gun before, but this locks up real tight. Feels solid. So that's one thing I really dug about it. It surprised me. I was like, hell yeah, I want to get one of these. And I found out that they took Glock mags. I was like, hell yeah. But,
Well, you can get
yeah.
them that take Smith & Wesson mags as
Yeah.
well. The P mags.
Yep. And there's I think there is a 40 version of it too.
Yeah,
That
Georgia
does
Boy
both.
44's got one of those.
Mm-hmm.
Got it in 40.
I used to have a 40. I did sell it when I was kind of hard up for cash when I was trying to sell my house. I had an XD 40. That was the first pistol I ever bought. So it was all right. It was fun. I learned how to shoot a 40, and then I went to 9, and I was like, this is cake. I'm not the best marksman, but I can usually get the target.
How do you shoot a 40 there, Midas?
Do you talk about the gangster style?
Huh? Well, how do you shoot a 40?
How do I shoot a 40?
Yeah.
I don't know. The same way I shoot a 9, but it's a little bit louder.
Well, you just don't take a knife, poke it in the bottom end, tilt it over, and pop the top?
No. I'm not into 40s. I can't drink fast enough not to get the warm beer at the end. So
Yeah, you drink it or you wear it.
You do need to go
Damn.
big bore being out there, man. So you need to decide what you want to go big bore with.
Yeah, exactly. Do they? I don't know. What would be the best? Would it be? Do they make semi-automatic 270s or just go with the bolt action? Because that's going to be best.
I've got a Remington semi-automatic 270. So, yeah. But bolt actions for hunting.
Yeah.
Right. Do they make lever action 270s?
Yeah, they do.
Do they for real?
Henry makes 11 lever action 270.
Wow.
Would that be crazy?
A good Smith & Wesson 629, 4-inch or longer barrel, and maybe some kind of good lever gun, maybe a Henry or a Rossi, and 44 Magnum.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, 44 mag would be a good one. But yeah, you want to do the 270. There's nothing wrong with lever action, man. Lever action would be a good option. Now they're expensive because number one is Henry, and it's number two it's a larger caliber, so they rack the price up pretty good on them. But they're
I'll have to figure that out because I will need a long range rifle being out here in like the fucking wilderness and shit. So something I got to look into.
Henry lever action in a lot of calibers, 308, 300, Win Mag. They got a bunch of them.
Yeah, see, I didn't know that.
308's not big enough?
No.
Are you talking about the Henry lever actions?
Yeah.
Yeah, they actually just came out with a new line. I guess it was the beginning of the summer where they're going to have all kinds of different calibers. I think over the next year or two or something like that.
Yeah, they're always coming up with new stuff, and their their lever actions when it comes to the larger calibers are actually pretty nice.
Oh, Mario, what we gonna do with him? I know they came out with the
Dances with Wolves.
the Long Ranger line of long range type rifles from Henry.
Yeah.
But,
yeah, and then the magazine had too, which is good. So
I've got a Henry 22 long rifle lever with a large loop. I know it's only a 22, but that thing is fun as hell to shoot with the big fatty large loop on it. It's like, man, like you could sling shots out like fucking Renegade style. That's awesome.
Yeah, I've got the 45 Colt and the 22 Magnum in the Henry.
Heck yeah. It's just a fun gun to work.
There was a long time in this country that 45 Colt was the most powerful handgun cartridge going. I think it was
Wild West.
Started developing the 357 and the 44 Magnum. Keith broke a lot of guns doing that.
Oh yeah. Elmer was the man.
He was the man. He tore up a lot of really good Model 10s.
he was not afraid.
He was not afraid.
Yeah. Eventually I'll get a lever action in 454 Casull. I found one. It's not cheap though.
No, it's not.
Not cheap at all.
I'll tell you what might do him good up there in bear country is that 444 Marlin. That thing hurts like the dickens to shoot too, man.
Hurt worse getting ate by the bear.
Well, it's right up there. Feels awful quiet down there. You all right, brother?
Yeah, I'm gonna get running here pretty soon. I got stuff I got to get done tonight. But I just want to say thanks for having me on.
Fool.
It was good to get back. Yeah, it's good to get back into YouTube a little bit. I've been kind of busy with other stuff, but I'll try and get some videos out eventually here. So thanks for having me, Scotsman, Jamie, everybody else. Till we meet again.
Always good to see you, brother.
Good night.
Yeah, man.
It's actually cold here tonight.
What's up, Will?
I turned my mic back on. I was just sitting here dazed out. Listening to you guys talk. How are you guys doing tonight?
Doing good, man. How you doing?
I'm doing okay. I was just looking at 40 Derringers. I was thinking that would work for a bear if you're out just wandering around the woods.
One for the bear and one for yourself in case you miss.
Yep.
Oh no.
I didn't even know if they made them anymore. I was just looking to make sure.
And that would be a lot of boom coming out of your palm. I
Man,
don't know if I'd want to shoot a
you might
40
lose,
Derringer.
you might lose your arm in the process.
Yeah.
But it's
Dang.
better than losing your life if it's a bear, you know. I used to have a pistol for the bears when I was out hunting. Wore a 40 on my side while I was looking for elk or deer.
I've got a Judge. I think that shoots. Is that 45 long call? I only shoot the buckshot and the self defense with the 3 hockey pucks and the buckshot in it. The Extreme Defender or whatever. I've never shot like the single bullet. I don't even know if it's 44 or like 45 long call or
It's 45, yeah.
45.
Yeah.
Would that do anything against a deer? Or I mean, a bear?
Well, just guess it would depend on where you hit it at. Really.
You know, that brings up a good point. You can sit here and argue about different cartridges and different firearms all you want to, but the number one variable in killing game or self-protection or anything else is shot placement.
Yep, and where you hit it at, yep. You can hit a bear in the belly and all you're gonna do is piss him off, you know. Not gonna kill him.
I've used that saying, talking about 22s, talking about like a different situation, but a 22 can be deadly if you hit something in the right spot. It can create a mortal wound. It's not going to do squat against any kind of armor protection, cover, concealment, or anything, but it could still hurt. Hell yeah.
I don't know if you could kill a bear even hitting it in the head with the 22.
Well, what you got to do?
They've got pretty thick skulls.
Yeah.
Well, Midas, what you got to do is if you get a grizzly bear that's wearing some armor plating and some protection like that, just wait for him to open his mouth before he bites your face off. Stick your hand that you got your 22 pistol in its mouth, and when you get to the back of the throat and feel that spine, pull the trigger.
When you're down in his stomach, then you pull the trigger. No, if I see a bear wearing armor plating, I'm going to ask him to train me. Like, please take me under your wing.
You'll be friends.
If you're that close, you better be damn good at that pistol.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
that's when I shut the door or hit the gas on the dirt bike. I don't want to tango with no bear. Just the size alone is enough to say no.
Yeah.
You can't overpower that thing. I could probably ride a deer, but I can't fight no bear.
Come on, man. You could do it bare hands.
No, I came up on one once when I was out deer hunting, and I don't really know who was more scared, him or me. And I about shit my pants, excuse my French, but I went one way and he went the other. I really, unless they're PO'd, they're not going to hurt you.
Yeah.
And that
I think I would settle on when I go out hunting, like take the hunting rifle and my underfolder AK, and I'd be straight.
Yeah, your underfolder would be pretty good.
at close range.
Yeah, that would be the close range instead of having a pistol. Just take that.
You still gotta get your shorty 44 though.
You got mountains out there where you're at? You do, don't you?
Oh yeah, man, we're surrounded by them.
Okay.
I'm at the foothills of the Rockies.
Well, if you're out there hunting, remember, ounces equal pain.
Yeah, you got to take them out.
You carry all those extra guns up and down and the extra ammo up and down the mountains.
Yeah.
So AR Precision said he wanted a 30-30 336 Marlin. Up here where I live, man, you can get those pretty cheap, or you could, till Remington bought out Marlin, and then prices started going up. Everybody wants those. If you get one with the JR stamp, JM stamp on it. And
Yeah, they're hard. They're a little harder to find, but they're well worth the money.
Why don't you just go up there and hunt with your AK? Because I don't know how
It would
long-
have to be within like 150 yards.
Well, there you go. Just don't be scared. So go out
I'm
grizzly
not.
bear.
I would go straight up iron sights on that punk ass.
Well, there you go. Go grizzly bear hunting with your AK.
No,
This is how
no.
you. Well, you got to do it smartly. What you do is you get a can of peas, and you wait till the lakes and stuff like that are frozen over, and you cut a hole in the lake. Then you start put a little pile of peas by where you cut the hole in the ice, and then make a trail out to where you see bear tracks, and then go back there and find yourself a place to hide beside where you cut the hole. And when the bear comes up there eating and gets up there, well, what you do is you kick him in the ice hole when he goes to take a pee.
I'm not sure I believe that.
Yeah. I thought you were speaking the truth up until the last line. Like no. I was like, well, I could see that. You could he could break through the ice. But my question is how do you know bears like peas?
Everything's got to pee.
Yeah. Okay, Daniel. We gotta have a talk about this comedy stuff you were using.
He suckered you in there like nothing else.
How do you
man.
think
That was good.
How do you think my wife feels living with me? I'll come off with some conversation totally serious, and the last sentence is a punchline.
so
and
AR,
a bad one at that.
AR JM are Mr. Marlin's initials, and if it's stamped right there where the barrel goes into the receiver on the left-hand side of the gun, there'll be an oval with a JM on the inside of it. That's an original Marlin. Yes, Jesse, it is. It's got the old man's initials on it. It was built right.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, I got my gun.
I
I got my gun in case you guys were wondering. And it might be loaded or it might not. I'm not gonna say. But
What kind of gun?
It's a Sig Sauer.
What kind of gun is it, Will?
It's a Sig Sauer 9mm. Goes everywhere with me. So
Hey,
probably got some bullets in it.
Just in case any of you guys want to know, or anyone in the chat room, these Romeo 5s, I got mine on sale for like $119. It's got a shake awake. That actually works. I've tested it out, laid it on the table, wait for it to turn off, and then I can just tap it and it'll come on. You can pick it up and it comes on. You can freaking drop a penny on it and it'll turn on. It's and it's real crisp. The light settings, I got the one that runs on the battery, but the settings are real sweet. Super crisp. The glass has minuscule tint. It's barely even tinted, but I totally recommend it. Low price, Romeo 5, maybe $120. Get it cheaper if you can. Totally worth it. Great red dot. Yeah, I was surprised because the whole shake awake thing had me kind of skeptic until I actually saw it, but it turns off in 5 minutes, 5 or 10 minutes, I can't remember, but it's got a crazy battery life, so I shouldn't have to check it for a year or plus. But as soon as you pick it up, it'll turn on, and it's like, holy crap! It does what it says. That's uncommon in these days.
Yeah,
Yep.
I hate it when you get those red dots and you leave your light on and it's dead the next time you want to use it.
Or you get an expensive one and can't hold zero.
Yeah, that's why if you take the middle of the road, you don't have as much buyer's regret. Because you get, $120. I think my Bushnell T25 or TRS25, whatever it is, I think that was like $90-$100. That's I would say that's just like a step below that because that has a little bit better technology in it. The lens is more clear, and it's got way better battery life. It's got the shake awake and clarity. But yeah, awesome red dot.
Yeah, Mossy sent me a Bars, or the Bushnell. Sorry, I gotta figure out what I'm putting that on. I have no idea. Maybe I'll do a test and see if it'll hold up to a 6.5 Creedmoor.
I've seen them on shotguns, so it should.
Yeah, they've been put on a lot of things. They're pretty well made for what they are.
That's one thing that I wish there was more advancement in, I guess, semi-automatic shotguns. Because we really only have a couple choices, and the best choice I don't even think is civilian ready, and that's the AA-12. That fucking awesome ass shotgun that it's like you can hold it, like the way it's constructed, it's like really bulky, but like the parts are so freaking diesel that it absorbs like all the shock. I think I watched one YouTube video. There's like an old lady in a wheelchair shooting that thing. I was like, hell yeah, that is awesome. AA-12. But I'm not sure if they have them for civilians yet. But other than that, we got the Sega 12 and Kalashnikov 12, and then like the bullpup versions.
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of knockoff Chinese versions too.
Yeah, and like the UTS 12. But I wish there was more to choose from because, like, still at this point, the freaking 12 gauge pump is the best. I don't know too much about some of the semi-automatics, but like the Benellis and stuff. But that's the price hike on those. It goes from like $500-$600 for a good ass pump shotgun to like $15 for a semi-automatic good one. So it's
Yeah,
like there's got to be
you
something.
can find them used pretty cheap.
Yeah.
Well, you can pick up a good Remington 1187.
Yeah, you
Nice
find an old one, you're in good shape.
Yeah, but like, don't you have to add some bells and whistles to hype it up a little bit to today's standards?
No,
No.
they made them right back then, man. That's why I buy old school. Whenever I can buy old school, buy old school.
Yeah, I've got two 870s and then a Mossy 500. So I'm down with old school, but I wish there was more development, something more to choose from in the 12 gauge, lineup. Shotguns are fun as hell to shoot. I love them. It's just they pack a wallop, but they cause so much devastation.
Wow, but I love my Wingmaster, man. My old Wingmaster, you can't go wrong.
Do you mess with the AR platform shotguns, Mida?
No, I never have. I watched a couple of videos on a couple of them, but I never got like a full sense that that's what I'd want to go into. I think I'd, at least for a 12 gauge, I'd probably steer more towards the AK platform. But I have seen the AR versions. Yeah, I'm just not sure if that's, like I said, I think I'd go with the AK version. Just because I know it better.
Yeah.
And somebody was
You got
telling
any
me to
preference
put,
on shotguns?
reflex sight on a shotgun. Can't remember who told me that, but they said you can put a reflex sight on one. That would be kind of awesome in close quarters. Of course, it'd be kind of benign because it's got such a big pattern anyway.
You got any preference on shotguns, Will?
I like just good old Remington. The old ones are better than the new ones, in my opinion.
My oldest shotgun is a Charles Daly 20 gauge double barrel side by side. Nice wood stock. It was my dad's.
Those are so cool.
Yep. Just, the breech barrel, break barrel, however you want to say it. It's only a 20 gauge, but it's I think it's like an 18-inch barrel on it. Cherry condition. It's solid. It's like a broomstick because it's so freaking long, but it's an awesome gun to shoot. Double barrel.
20 gauge Hatfield folds in half, fits in your backpack. I got one down the basement. I'm not going down there. I can't get back up after I get there. I have my kid bring it to me.
All right, Jamie, you're in charge, buddy. I'll be back in just a minute. I gotta jump over onto the YouTube side and make a change real quick for something.
All right. While he's doing that, I'm gonna run through the side chat one last time, and if you haven't written anything lately and you want me to call your name, throw up something. Kyle Lusk is back from the woods. Good to see you, brother. We missed you Friday night. Andy 79Z28, Jesse B Outdoors, Chico Wise, my brother. The Crazy Scotsman will be back in a minute. Ambiguity, Black Cat Outdoors, the Bearded CB82 Outdoors, Chris 338, Fuzz T48, AR Precision. All you Georgia boys are coming out tonight. Jet 001, Jesse B Outdoors. I think I'm calling Red October, Ninja Scout, Black Cat Outdoors, KFW. Good to see you, brother. Jesse B, Jerry's Wood Shop and Outdoors, Mario Mosen, Floyd Hicks, V-Borg, KFW again, Walter Davis, Thoughts of an Old Soldier says good night. Kingpin's in the room. And that's all I see. Let's that I haven't already called. Let's go back to the bottom, see if anybody else.
See Josh Benware, Red October.
There's Josh Benware. Floyd Hicks, 7 Wonders, 67 Rebel, SST AMC, SKS Hugo, Armament and Axes, AR Precision, I done called him, Edward Petty, HRM Weapons Machinist, Chico Wise got some Ray Charles going at his house, Georgia on my mind. Black Cat Outdoors has got some links for the rally. Yes, you can buy a vowel, Mario. Send me $250, brother. I'll give you any one of them you want.
We charge him double.
Oh, okay. I will say something about shotguns. We have a skeet shoot for the men's ministry at our church, and we get a bunch of guys out there. Predominantly what we see are the old Browning A5s, usually in 12 gauge. We see a lot of over and under double barrels. But the Remingtons that I've seen that are newer guns, the 1100s, the 1187s, that kind of thing, The newer ones we work on before we get through 200 rounds of shooting skeet on a Saturday. We generally, and what is that big black one? The Max something Scotsman, you know, the Remington semi-auto Max something Max.
Flex Max or Max
Versamax.
Flex?
Yeah,
Does
the
it have a
Versamax.
goofy grip on it?
Yeah, Versa Max. Yeah, that we had one of them. Just man, it was weird in the inside of it. Of course, I've got an
This is like
A5.
a
So,
high school story.
yeah. Yeah, well, get your mind out of the gutter, boy. I'm telling you what.
Boy,
Hey,
mine is in the gutter 24/7.
you can tell there's not many loose women up in Montana. Unattached. I didn't mean loose.
okay. Back to the guns.
Yeah. Yeah, but the Remingtons I've not been impressed with. And Chico says he found a 1187 for like $249. Chico
Yeah,
was
it's one of the newer ones, one of the Wally World sales.
Was that at like out of the back of a car in a dark alley?
No, that was one of those ammo mafia things.
Yeah,
I bought it from
Walmart's
a friend type of thing.
Yeah, Walmart's clearancing out a lot of guns and ammo right now. So if you know where to look, you might be able to find some.
That's
I don't know, man.
That's where I bought my Hatfield. That was Walmart.
Yeah, Walmart is bowing down to the SJW political pressure.
Yeah.
They're starting to.
Hatfield, when you fold them over, the lever catches on the stock. It kind of recesses in there a little bit, but I had to take a tool and round it out a little bit more, make it deeper so it would collapse slowly, and it fits right down in your backpack, and that's why I bought it.
I thought we were still talking about Walmart. It's like when you bend them over and you drill them in the backside.
Hey, I like that idea. Yeah.
It's like,
They're getting to be sissies about guns.
Yep.
Oh my goodness.
They were told to hide or take down any assault type rifles, take down any specials on ammo, and even as far to turn off any TV that was displaying violent activity. You know, like the video games that are on demo, they shut those off, or if like the TV's up on the wall or promoting something that was violent, they shut that off for a while. It's like, come on. Fucking social media has ruined this world. You know, people just bow down. Like, once there's a whisper of like some kind of backlash, they're like, oh, I'm sorry, bend right over. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, well, I mean, it is a pussified nation.
It is. It is.
It's turning that way.
If you guys would, Black Cat Outdoors is out there, and he put a bunch of links out in the side chat. If you guys are near PA or have the opportunity to jump in and help out with rallies, there are some rallies coming up. We've actually got one in Ohio coming up too. So if you guys are able to jump in and help out, show up to a rally, it is going to help a lot. So go check the links out if you can, if you're near PA or if you can make a trip to PA.
I know where I live at the Walmart. I was in my town. We sell shotgun ammo, and they're starting to limit how many boxes you can buy at a time.
Yeah, they'll try to. They try to tell you they have limits on them, but they don't have limits. Walmart hasn't had limits in a long time.
Yeah,
Probably not since Sandy Hook.
You couldn't buy a shotgun and buy ammo for it in the same day, and that was, oh my gosh, about 15 years ago. I mean, as wimpy as this country and this generations that's coming up, I mean, I thought it was bad when they gave them timeout cards in boot camp 20 years ago or so. What's it going to be like in another 10 years? Where are they going to find, the people that really have the fortitude to serve in the military?
You know, dude, that is a good question. That's a question that needs to be answered right now, but also the way technology is going, these people might just have to sit in a chair and fly like AI drones or something.
Oh, that's been going on a lot of years doing that. But you still need boots on the ground. Somebody that
Yeah,
can handle the
you'd hope
cold.
so. But it's
Yeah, man.
farther and fewer between, bro. You know, it's like you can't keep the same level of achievement and kick-assness if you lower the graduating score for some people.
Yeah, you
I don't
gotta
know if you
keep
guys are picking up what I'm putting down, but you don't achieve excellence for everybody if you lower the bar of standards so everyone can get over it. That's not how you get the best people. You know,
well,
that's
it's crazy, man. Like I bitched someone out last week for walking off the line in the middle of, production, and he was gone for like 10 minutes, 10, 15 minutes. He comes back and I bitch him out, like straight up bitch him out. And my boss is standing right there. He's just laughing his ass off. He's fine with it. Well, uh, yesterday we had a meeting, a morning meeting, and HR was there, and they're all talking about respecting each other, and you can't be yelling at people. And I'm like, that motherfucker went and turned me in because he got bitched at for walking off the fucking line, little pussy.
See, that's the stick right there because he did that to you instead of what needs to happen is everybody else in the factory needs to come into the office with you and be like, no, that guy walked off the line. He deserved it, and they need to stand. That we need to stand behind these people and stop letting them push us around. For
Well,
a lot,
that's the problem, man. They're scared. Like the management are scared to write people up or anything. It's ridiculous.
right?
it's
Because they don't
the
think anybody
victim
will be
culture.
behind them. When somebody stands up for something right, and the big, loud, angry crowd gets in their face, if we had twice as big and twice as loud of a crowd behind that person, then we could flood
Yeah.
that out. But just for so long, it's been like you guys have already said, the fear of being labeled this, being labeled that, being called out for this or that, and not having anybody there to back you up it's pretty powerful when you think you're out there by yourself and somebody's calling you a racist or a sexist or something like that.
Oh yeah, it's crazy, man.
So
I
AR Precision said we need a 2A rally here in Northwest Georgia. I think we need to put him in charge of organizing one. Me and Chico and Kyle pretty much show up.
I'll be there if I can make it.
I live in a pretty much pro gun state, so they sell all kinds of 223 ammo and all that stuff that everybody here seems to have ARs. It's pretty cool because I buy all my ammunition at the farm store. They got every caliber you ever want. You go down to the farm store and they have 223 ammunition on sale about 4 times a month. It's just stacked up in garbage cans, and they're trying to give it away just about at a really good price. If you try to go out the door without buying a box, they're asking you, "Hey, didn't you forget to buy some 223?" I love the state I live in for being pro gun, but the Walmart at the other end of town, big sissy.
Well, I think we live in a pretty open gun state as well, but I'm not willing to sit on my laurels and just assume that it always will be that way. Because if you do, you run the risk of having them taken away. And Scotsman used to live down here. He can tell you that we've got a very strong gun community here in the state of Georgia. Everybody has guns and all that, but you got a liberal bastion down there around Atlanta. That's where all the liberals in Georgia live, is right inside the perimeter and just around the perimeter. And it's just a matter of time till they start getting some seats in the state house, and then You don't know what's going up. So we got to stay vigilant.
Yeah, it's when I was there, they tried to push a few different bills through. They didn't get them through, but they're always trying, always trying.
JT was talking about ammunition being sold at his local market store, like the gas station. I took this picture. The gas station closest to my house. It's fucking 12 gauge shotgun shells next to the Fritos. You see that? They have an AR hanging on the wall. They got ammunition there. They got freaking fishing bait. They got produce. They got beer. They got pizza. It's like, this is freaking America, dude. I love it. And it's less than a mile and a half from my house. You know, have you ever been to a gas station that sells ammunition? That's freaking awesome.
That's pretty cool right there.
Yeah, that's Montana though, right?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I lived there for a long time, and I loved it there.
It's sweet. I dig it. I've been here for 4 months. I totally love it. Can't wait for winter.
Great state, and they don't have any sales tax either.
Dude, that is a huge thing. It's like every time it still blows my mind. Like I pick something off like a shelf, take it to the cash register, and it comes out to be the same amount that is on the tag. It's like, holy crap, no sales tax. It's awesome.
Well, the thing is, they add it right into the cost of the item, before you get there.
Yeah, probably, but it's still nice. You know, I find a couple good sales, mostly on guns, but it's been nice so far.
Yeah, I know I wouldn't come back if I went up there.
Truly is the big sky country for sure.
Yep.
There you go. That's cool. Barbecue restaurant that sells ammo.
Must be some really good barbecue if they're not worried about complaints.
They probably use that shotgun flavoring, crack it open and pour the powder out.
Yeah, but the woman that runs the place is mean as the day is long.
Just imagine you buy your ammo from the barbecue place and then you bring your kill back and they barbecue it for you.
Full circle, baby. That's recycling.
That's pretty weird. I forgot to switch my account over in Streamlabs. So in Streamlab, I'm on my second channel, and on the Stream, I'm in my other channel. I just noticed that.
I had to upgrade my whole internet browser just to join you guys. That's a big step for me. I usually don't like changes. I went to Google Chrome. I left Internet Explorer from the freaking 1990s.
That Google Chrome kind of worries me, man.
I know. I didn't like it. I tried it once and I lost all my contacts. I shut it down and I tried it again just to try for this chat, and it worked out. I was like, okay, I'll keep going.
The thing that worries me about Chrome is all the liberal leanings over there, and you get on there and you're shopping around for whatever it may be, and the next thing you know, you're getting 4 and 5 emails pop up the next day advertising exactly what you're looking for.
Yeah.
I don't need anybody keeping that close a track on me personally.
Yep.
Yeah, it's crazy. It happens all the time.
That's why they call it the interwebs, because you get stuck in it.
That's right. But there's a couple of things it's getting late here, and I know Scotsman's going to have to go to work, but soon before he gets off, there's a couple of things I want to talk about. Number one, the Reloaders Network. I know you guys that are reloaders have probably gone over there, but Bacon has done a great job of revamping the whole situation over there. The interface is better. It's a whole lot better looking, very more intuitive to what we're doing. If you're into reloading or just in the gun content period, I encourage you to go and check it out and see what it's all about. Particularly if you're getting into, yeah, that's right, Chico. We surpassed 1 million page views on the Reloaders Network this weekend. So,
Hell yeah.
So it's
That's good.
it's
I
not
like
just
freaking
reloading.
PewDiePie now.
There's a lot of gun content there. But another thing me and Scotsman's got going on is our, I won't say hatred, that's such a strong word, but our, should we say, distaste, dislike.
Yeah, I think that's a better word.
For
Glocks.
these things. These are called Lee safety scales. Any of you reload?
Oh, I thought those were tire chalks.
We've been missing you, Midas.
I'm glad I'm back. It took a while. A big change. Sorry, I'm dropping the F-bomb. 4.5 day van camp extravaganza across the country. I'm back.
Since when do you ever apologize for dropping the F-bomb?
Hey, you know, it's just, I don't know.
Not you. Don't be going soft on me. Don't be. No.
Okay, well, you know, we've been holding it down this for the last hour and 50 minutes.
Okay,
Yeah.
so here it is put together. Of course, you got the thing, the pan that goes over here, but
Oh, that's
Is
the
that
old
like a triple beam balance from high school? What the heck is that?
That's an old grain scale.
Yeah. It's like
Old one.
I passed chemistry with that thing in 1994.
not this one you didn't. You would have failed chemistry with this piece of crap. But what I'm getting at here is the Texas Outlaw Michael Sines sent us one. We got it in. Our buddy Pony 47. I got his yesterday. Well, yeah, yesterday. We have mine and the Scotsman's. We got one from Crooked Creek, but we're up to 5. We need one more. Willie's supposed to be sending me one, and somebody else said they were going to send me one. But if you send us one of these in, we're going to make a video blowing it up with Tannurite, all of them together. We're going to blow them up. And Kyle's going to help me. I hope Chico can get up here. And we're going to give away one of these. This is a Frankfurt Arsenal DS750 digital scale that actually works. Okay, you can trade your old Lee POS and actually have a chance to win a decent scale. And I'm sure we'll find some more stuff to throw in that giveaway also. But we need one more. Willie said he's going to send us one, but we're waiting on number 6. We're going to have an explosion. What do you think, Scotsman?
It's going to be epic. Absolutely epic. I think we need to build a tower of them and just see that tower just blow up from the inside out.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, implosion.
Yeah, I like Lee stuff. Lee's got more people into reloading than anybody else, and they've saved more people more money than any other of the reloading companies. But I'm telling you, man, I got so frustrated trying to use this thing. And I'm going to be so happy to blow that sucker sky high. And I know the Scotsman agrees. So if you have a Lee safety scale that you want to see go every which way, just get in touch with me or Scotsman, send it in, and we'll make a video blowing it up for you. And you may even win a scale that will work.
I used to have one like that red thing you got. I I threw it away. It don't work for crap. And if it did work, yeah, it takes forever to get everything set just right. I think I lost all the weight for mine.
Do it, Jesse. Do it.
Come on, man. We only need one more, Jesse. We'll get you something you can use.
Well, Jesse just got into reloading, so he might not have a bad experience yet.
Oh, if he's tried to use this thing, he's had a bad experience. Trust me.
There's very few people that have had good experience with them.
I do know one.
TR loves his, but I don't know.
William C. Chapin likes his.
I just could never get it to work just right. It was always slightly off.
It's his backup. Come on, Jesse. We'll get you another backup, one that'll actually work.
Like an RCBS.
Yeah, I use the Hornady one. I got it up there. I used it, and I used the Wowoo. This one. This is the one all the reloaded guys use. And you like it. Scotsman, you got one of those, don't you?
Not the Wowoo. No, I use the Hornady electronic scale. I got the.
And I have this one, the Frankfurt Arsenal, the one that we're going to give away.
I got a little Hornady scale. That works just fine. The only thing I don't like about this one is you got to pretty much zero it almost every other time. But it works good though. It's pretty accurate.
I've got one of those too, Scotsman, but I'm thinking about blowing it up with these
You're not about blowing that up. Love it. Love it.
So you wouldn't just go to like Staples and buy a postage scale, even if it was, real expensive and high end. If you were going to do reloading, you're going to want to go with a reloading manufacturer scale, right?
Oh, they're weighing grains, not pounds.
Yeah, you're weighing tenths of grains.
Okay.
There's 7,000 grains in a pound.
I thought there's 16 ounces in a pound. Oh.
I know the Hornady one. Chris is saying too that it's not the greatest. It's working all right for me, but it's. I don't know if I'd blow it up or not. It's not like the Lee. The Lee's a lot worse.
Well, the problem I've got with that Hornady is exactly what you were talking about. You have to zero it out every time you load something, every time you measure something, you weigh something on it, you got to zero it out. And I've got
just make sure those things aren't positioned to where they can come back at you. Like send them into orbit or something, but you don't want to be dodging shrapnel.
You put the tannerite on the inside and then put the tower over. That thing's not going. It's going straight up.
Midas,
Exactly.
I tried to warn him about this the other day. I ended up getting into an argument in the side chat. Not with these guys, but the guy.
All you have to do is search the video on YouTube for the kid blowing off his leg for shooting tannerite inside of a lawnmower. The kid, he's like, I guess it's like a helmet cam. They put the tannerite inside a riding mower. He's shooting at it, walking towards it. The thing blows up, shoots shrapnel everywhere, and you see him fall over like a log. He's like, I blew my leg off. And he just goes crashing to the ground and the video stops. It's like, okay. I got to be much more careful with that stuff.
Better dig a hole and put it in there and then pile everything on top of it.
He was only like 20 feet away from it, so I will say that. So he is a dumbass, but still.
Definitely read the directions on the side of the can before you start shooting it. I went through 3 of the little, what are they, the 2-pound tubs or the 1-pound tubs before I realized that you need at least like a 223 round to get set it off. So I'm sitting there shooting it with a 40 and a 9mm, putting big holes and dumping the stuff all over the ground, and it's not exploding. So then after the 3rd cup, I picked it up and read the directions, and it said, that's not going to work. So I
Yeah,
wasted it.
yeah, need the velocity.
Yeah, sometimes the instructions are kind of important.
I even hear some guys that shot, was it a washer or a dryer, and almost got hit by the drum.
Yeah, I think that was. I think FPS Russia did that, and he almost got hit by the door. Like it came within feet of
Well,
him, of nailing him, and like the door, like they played it in slow motion. That thing was hauling butt.
I hear there were some farmers that did that.
Yeah, yeah. The one I saw was like from years ago. But yeah, it's just gotta be careful when you're having fun. That's all we do.
That's it.
There you go,
Don't
Scott.
try.
I got mine too.
Yep.
But I like the Wowoo much better than this thing. But the Wowoo they sell now is not the same as the one when I bought this one. It goes one more decimal spot over, and the guys say that drives them insane.
Yeah, I saw that. I don't know. I thought about picking one up before, but then I heard about that, so I never did. Yeah, Captain Shark makes a good comment too. That FPS did a video. Wow, it's been a while now. He hasn't made videos in a long time, but the F-150 with the door flying back at him. And if you haven't seen that, you need to watch that. That is a good video. It's hilarious. But yeah, that door was flying right by him. It's probably, I don't know, 1.5 feet, 2 feet away from him at most. It's not that far.
My favorite video is the fully automatic shotguns. That was probably my favorite video that he put out.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about earlier. The AA-12s. Like,
What's
I just
better
want
than
that.
one?
Yeah, he like the thumbnail. He's got 2 of them. Like he's holding them, and he's just like ripping shots. It's like he's doing like one-handed repeated shot 12 gauge with this thing.
With both
One-handed.
guns. With both guns
Yeah.
at the same time. And there was no
Yep.
recoil whatsoever. I mean,
Yeah.
that's one of my favorite videos.
That shit is awesome. I want a civilian version of that, even if it is semi-automatic. I can still pull the trigger quick as shit, but I want that gun.
Yeah, there's your bear medicine with some good 12 gauge slugs.
Yeah.
I don't care how big and bad a bear is, it coming at you 12 gauge slugs in the face. He ain't gonna keep coming long.
Yep.
So we got Uncle Jim popped in. Hey, Uncle Jim, nice for you to jump in. And Big Al says he likes his Charge Master Light. You guys that haven't seen these automatic powder dispensers, these things are just off the chain, man. I want one. I want that Hornady one. They're a lot cheaper, a good bit cheaper, probably $100 cheaper than the one Big Al's got, that Charge Master Light. But man, that thing is awesome.
What's that do? It you tell it how many grains to put out there, and it puts them out there.
Exactly.
Yeah, that would be the way to go.
But they run anywhere from, well, they're in the $200 to $300 range right now. Yeah, Uncle Jim, it's hard to beat that Lyman Brass Smith. I bought one of those, and man, I really like that powder dispenser. What a pretty puppy dog.
He's my girl.
All right, guys. I think we're gonna go through the room. We'll start with Midas.
Start with me. Thank you for having me on. I'm glad I figured it out. This is first time for me on the new format. First time for me being on foreign and domestic since I moved. Thank you. Good to see everybody. Everyone in the side chat. I've been missing some comments, but I try to turn around and check them out. But I know everyone's there. Y'all kick ass. Keep it up.
Awesome. Good to see you, man. I'm glad things are working out for you. Daniel, the crazy old guy.
Hey, thanks for having me on again, man. And hey, panel members, thumbs up. Oh, side chat. I don't know. I'm still debating. They didn't get too crazy tonight. They stayed pretty mellow. So, well, side chat. I'm just kidding. Love you guys. Not in a homo way, but you're all right.
Hashtag no homo.
All right, Kingpin.
Thanks for having me, man. Just a big shout out to Willie Bullet Man and Big Al. But everybody have a great night.
Yeah, absolutely. Yep. Big Al is back in hospital. And hopefully it'll be all right. Hopefully we will hear some good news from him soon. And for those that didn't know about Willie had his part of his leg amputated, so he's in recovery. So keep those guys in your thoughts. Will.
I want to thank for having me on, Scotsman. I know we've been trying to get this done for a while. Really appreciate it. I really don't have much to come with, but I like talking to you guys. I'm a talker. And I'm 98 from hitting my goal of 2,500. So if you guys haven't gotten my drawing yet, get over there and get in there. I got a skinning knife to give away. So thanks for having me on, and thanks to the side chat for listening to me.
Awesome. Yeah, good to see you, man. And a special thank you to Jamie for jumping in and helping out here. You guys know Alan wasn't able to make it this week. He had something going on. So I appreciate the help, Jamie. If you want to go ahead, brother.
Listen, man, I know I can't hold a candle to Alan B. Pro. He is definitely a pro, but anything I can do to help anybody, I'm always down for that. I got a video that'll be coming out here in a day or two. It's on the Reloaders Network now. Y'all can go check it out there and check out the new upgrade. Please, you guys that are praying men, y'all keep with Bullet Man, Big Al, and Mr. Holster in your prayers. And let's see what the Lord's going to do in that situation. Panel, guys, thank you for putting up with me. It's a pleasure to spend time with all of you. Scotsman, thank you for having me on. Everybody in the side chat, thanks for joining us tonight. And I hope we can get Scotsman's work schedule straightened out. Get this thing rolling on a more regular basis.
Oh, yeah, you guys, still got to get Scotsman up to his goal. If you guys know anybody, bring them over here and make them sign up.
All right. Yeah. With that being said, thank you everybody for showing up. It's always good to see everyone. And yeah, like Jamie said, I hope we can get it kind of on a regular schedule again. I don't like it being sporadic, but hopefully we'll get it on a regular schedule again here pretty soon. But thank you to everyone in side chat. Always good seeing you guys. And thanks to everyone on the panel here. And Midas, if you would, sir, take us out.
All right, guys. Y'all take it easy. Yeah!